So you might be sitting there thinking, my goodness, Teresa, it's been a hot minute since I've seen anything from Natasha Denona. To which I'd say to you, I think we have very different concepts of time because I feel like she releases a lot of stuff. Although I suppose this is the first thing in 2025. So there you go. Anyways, the whole thing around this was it was kind of sneak peeked over on somebody's Instagram. I'm not going to say who, but this happens all the time. But now they've officially launched it. So now I can talk about it. It's here for early release. This is their new blush duo type thing. It's their High Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek Duo. And there's 6 different styles. They're available now for that like pre-sale thing if you happen to be a member. You can use my code. It's Teresa. It'll get you money off. Who the fuck cares? It's €51. It's very expensive. Let's have a chat about it. She's basically extending on her hybrid line because this is the High Blush, a hybrid cheek innovation. It apparently features a unique cream blush and then there's a sort of a matching highlighter. It's of course a clean and vegan formula, which is kind of interesting to be fair. The website goes on to say that it's enriched with nourishing ingredients and this cloudy cream cheek duo hydrates the skin while delivering a natural buildable flush of long wearing colour. And some of the ingredients that they've actually highlighted includes things like vegan squalene and sunflower wax, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm a little bit intrigued, but my goodness, €51? I know the prices are increasing, but that seems like a lot to me. Now, I will say I personally enjoy a cream formula. They're really, really good for dry skin, which I personally have. And the compact, it looks beautiful. It's very luxe. Again, €51. I mean, I know I can use like my code to get 15% off, but that's still like 45-ish euro. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. That feels like a lot. And at the moment they have 6 shades, which are basically pinks, corals and reds. This first one is called Sweet Cheeks. And I mean, it does look beautiful. It's obviously going to be for more fair skin tones. If I was going to get one, I'd probably get this. I like that it gives that sort of a dewy look. It's pretty. It is. Then we have Simply Shy, which, you know, you can kind of see that the highlighter does correspond there, but it's not like a glowy blush highlighter either. Again, it does seem to be that the formula is very much like, here's your skin, it's glowy, it's natural, it's radiant. Fair enough. Then there's Fresh Mauve, and I don't know why, but I'm like, that doesn't feel like it's a mauve to me. Maybe I've misunderstood what mauve is, but I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, or whatever that analogy is. But whatever they've decided to call it, it does look very nice on the skin. Then there's Flirty Flush, which is very, very pretty for this time of year. It is giving Valentine's Day. It reminds me a little bit of a duo that they came out with a couple of years ago for Valentine's Day. That kind of is in my head at the moment. Now, obviously, they're going very, very heavy on the blush application. I'm assuming just to show you how buildable it is. I kind of like that, though. I'm going for the 80s feel of it all. And then Flustered is this red sort of a blush. And I have to say, I'm seeing a lot more red blushes these days because people are saying basically they're universally flattering, which, interesting. And they are showing, again, buildable, etc. I actually quite like this more than I thought I was going to like it, but there you go. And finally, there's Vamped, which is basically the deepest blush that they have in their range so far. And you know me, I like to see it on the face so that we can get greater context. I suppose this is the bit where I'm meant to be like, oh my God, you know, for €51, it's not that bad. Whatever, I'm a terrible affiliate. Like, I personally feel, I'm sure the formula is gorgeous. It looked beautiful on the face. But I think I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, unless I'm going to have one blush and use it for the rest of my life, although with a cream formula, you wouldn't be using it for the rest of your life. You know, they're also saying it's clean, so probably the preservatives that they have in there is a little bit different. I wouldn't splurge for €51 on a cream blush at the moment unless I was completely starting anew. And by that I mean, God forbid, something happens and all of my blushes are gone and I have to start anew. Yes, I absolutely would. I'd be looking at that pink one at the top left-hand corner. I think that's absolutely stunning. But I mean, I think for a lot of us, for those of us who have quite a few blushes in our collection, probably don't need this. If, however, you're the sort of person who's like, what are you talking about, several blushes? I just have one blush and I use that and I'm delighted. Then that's probably the one for you. It does look really beautiful, very skin-like. I personally like the texture of that. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to get it. Because I've said this before with Natasha Denona. I'm a Natasha Denona hoe. Why I'm an affiliate. Blech. But I'm going to have to wait until it's like on sale so I can justify it. And I think the one I would definitely get is that top left hand one because I feel like those sort of pinks look really nice on me personally. I do feel like they can extend this range. It is looking a little bit samey, a little bit pinky. I know they're saying like there's corals. That's what they've said on the site. And I'm like, this is more pinky ready. You know, I feel like they definitely could expand on this. We could see some nice purples in there. I'm dying for a neutral blush these days, lads. I want to see more of that because that's really, really hard to get. I love her formula. The €51 price tag. Oh, it's expensive. It's expensive. Sorry, I just keep coming back to that because I'm like, that's the price of some expensive eyeshadow palettes. Like when you think about like her eyeshadow palettes are about like what, 80-ish euro, and I'm like, ooh, it's pricey. I like it, but not at that price. Anyways, let me know down below what you guys think. Are you interested in this, or are you just like, my goodness, the prices have gone a little bit bananas? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you think.